Hi everybody, this is Joey Am, author of the best-selling title, The Destiny Code, creator of the BaZi Profiling System, and founder of the Mastery Academy of Chinese Metaphysics. In this video, which is the third series of our video here, I will introduce you to the concept of the 10 profiles. Now, in the last two videos, you would have known the 10 day masters, and you would have known the 5 structures. Now, with those two, you would have come up with 50 different personality types, okay? But 50 is not enough. You need to know, what roles would they play or suitable to play in this life. The most important thing is, people have multiple roles in this lifetime, and some of these roles could lead you to great wealth. Some of these roles could lead you to, a very ordinary life. So when you print out your chart, now just in case you don't have it right now, I have the link right here. So follow the link and print out your chart. On your chart, when you see, you look downwards and you see that little the code with a certain percentage written down. It says there are 10 profiles. This video, we're going to talk about these 10 profiles. Now, remember, every one of us will have a main profile, a sub-profile, a base profile, intimate, and social profile. For the sake of our discussion in this video, we are actually talking about main and sub. So if your main profile, let's say, is a philosopher, well, that is you. I'm talking about you then, okay? If your base profile is a friend profile, in this video, we're not talking about the base yet. We're only going to focus on main and sub. And remember, what are profiles? Profiles, remember, it's not about, profiling someone and this is a bad character, okay? When we talk about profiles, basically, what sort of roles that are suitable for this person with their inborn talents. We have 4 things that we can talk about that can change a person's life. A person's character and behavior. See, if you understand the person's character, the personality itself can be an asset, okay? But you need to know the strengths or the weaknesses. When you discover the weaknesses, as you have discovered in the 10-day masters, you can make efforts to change that, okay? And then in the 5 structures, you have discovered how a person thinks, okay? How a person thinks affects their happiness, because the purpose of life is obviously to be happy, okay? So how do you be happy? Change your thinking, right? So that's the second part. Now, the third part is basically, what sort of talents do you have? You see, to get the maximum benefit, wealth in this lifetime, you got to play the right roles, okay? As they say, the world's like a stage and you are the actor. So which role do you take or do you play to, maximize your wealth? I'm going to show you in this video. First, we talk about the director, okay? Now, if some of you have the main profile as director, anywhere in your chart that's written, director means direct wealth element is very strong in your chart. Immediately, you know that you are the type of people, the type of person that like to get things done right, okay? That's you. You are those that like to reform things. You cannot see something that is out of the way, that's not good, you want to go there and fix it, okay? Your job is to fix things. Anything no good, you want to go and fix, okay? So, you fix everything, including your husband, wife, children also, okay? That's your nature. You like to take charge and you don't care about what people say about you, which is good and bad at the same time. If you don't care, means you are not concerned with other people saying you good things or bad things, okay? So, you want to take charge. Therefore, we call this the master manager. We have a manager structure. This is the higher end, okay? So, these are the people focused on doing what? Multiplying and magnifying, okay? The type of roles that you play in your job, in your business, your career, remember, you multiply and magnify, okay? You look at the system of how things work, make it better, that's what you do because you reform, okay? You restructure. And of course, reorganizing is also part of your forte, and now you cannot ride along and you cannot create. Normally, these are people not the ones that create new things. Okay, you see something not working so well, go in, fix it, make better. Okay, so if you are a director profile, just remember this. It is very hard for you to start your own business. Okay, but it's very easy to buy one over or take over one from your friend or your whoever is not doing so well, change it, mold it, restructure it, and make better. Okay, because that is your forte. So you keep trying to think about, okay, I'm going to start something new. It's going to be very difficult, okay? No idea come. But when you see something not working, you go there and fix it, okay? So you're good at fix-ups. Just remember this keyword, all right? So some of these
Directors also go on to financial management. Okay, they're good at managing numbers, managing finance, especially managing for other people. Okay, so now, whether you manage for other people or manage for yourself depend on, just now, we say structure, you know. Are you the extrovert or the introvert ones? You are introvert, you manage for other people. You extrovert type, you manage for your own. Okay, so whichever way, you choose the way that is most suitable according to your own roles. And you'll find that things will happen for you. Okay, becomes much, much easier. All right, now this is called a director, meaning you make things happen, you direct. Okay. So, now, same line of element, we have the indirect wealth. We call it the pioneer. And you'll find that a lot of wealthiest people who are extremely wealthy today, usually they have businesses. Okay, I'm going to show you the 10 paths to wealth after this. If we have enough time, I'm going to show you the 10 ways to become super rich, okay? And also based on a profile. And we are talking about those at the most upper class, okay, of our society. And now, most of them belong to the pioneer role, pioneer structure, pioneer profile. Okay? Why? Because these are the people that likes to lead and take action. Okay? They are the ones that are multi-talented. They are the ones that can do a lot of things together at the same time. Okay? They are decisive and willful and usually positive. Okay? And you take a lot of these sort of people to make things happen. Okay? They are the ones that create and make things happen. All right? The entrepreneurs fall into this because the pioneers are the one with the vision. Okay? If you have a director, the director doesn't come with a vision. It takes something that is broken and fix it. Okay? The pioneer creates this vision. They have a vision, they have a dream. You know, when people say, I have a dream, that person must be a pioneer, okay? Because only this guy is dreaming. The rest of the people, not dreaming, okay? You fix other people's dreams. So you see, if you have the pioneer in your chart as a main profile, your ideas is your asset. Come up with more, okay? So this is very important because they are the proactive people. Usually they run faster than their team. That's the problem. They usually too fast. Too many things come up from them, okay? Too many things they want to create. Now, the whole philosophy is this: create a better product. Okay? Whatever you're doing now, just do the product, make it better. So they are master of innovation. Okay? Your role, whatever you're doing right now, if it does not involve innovation and improving something or creating something, you are not a good pioneer. You are at the unhealthy level. Okay? And usually pioneer structures find it extremely hard to work for other people. Very hard. Okay, because you normally don't like to agree with other people's ideas. You want to be unique, okay? You want to come with something special, okay? So this is something that you must take note of because it's about starting new, always finding a new product. So you are pioneer if you're that, okay? Now, if we talk about the artist is the output element, okay? Artist to them means money is not the most important thing. You know, some people, when the moment they say, money is not important. The most important is what? Experience, relationship, the art. Then you're looking at the artist. Okay? You talk to pioneer, no, money is most important. Not important, give it to me. Okay? So, this is a pioneer. So, if you look at artist is the art. It's very important because they're talking about what? Ideas and plans. Okay? They're talking about life is the experience, okay? Whatever we do, we make the money so that we can experience. So you find these people travel all the way, you know, with just a bag and then go to different countries, they can explore, you know, different things, making money along the way. These are the artists, okay? And you don't talk to these people with money because money cannot buy them, okay? Money can buy most people except for the artists, all right? So what to do? These people, you must sell them the idea that life is an art, life is the experience. Okay, so everything they do it for enjoyment and they do it for the experience. They have this unique power that wins. If they have this, they will make a lot of money. It's called a power of focus. Okay, artists can focus on one thing and not be influenced by any other thing. You just concentrate doing that one thing despite whatever people say to perfect their art. Okay, so the highest level of people who can create certain ideas, work on certain projects for the longest of times, if they believe in the cause, are the artists, okay? So, remember, money is not important for these people. At least they feel so, all right? Although they still have to make money, but they don't like it to be labeled as someone working for money because they live for the art, okay? This is them, okay? So, now, then there is the performer profiles, okay? If you are a performer profile, your work, you have to shine in your work, okay? Remember, you are the brand. If you cannot brand yourself, you are not a good performer. You are living on the unhealthy end of your chart, okay, of your profile. All performers are very good at creating themselves as the brand, okay? They become the brand. They love to attract, okay? The idea is this. They are the ones that bring money into the business. They are the ones that generate wealth. The very fact that they are there, everything survives because of them. Okay, so they become the unique essence of their brand. So they have to sell yourself. Okay, it's a little bit different from the artists because the artists will not be, they will not do things for money. But the performer can perform if you pay. Okay, so that means it can be bought. So why? Because they value this. It means that you value them. Okay, so if you are the performer, just remember this: your key worth is in your personal magnetism. Okay, your personal magnetism sells. So whatever job you have that involves that, for example, if you are a sales superstar, for example, you are a speaker, you're a singer, okay, anything that involves, your name shining in bright lights, that's your roles, okay? You enter these fields, you will be the star. Money comes to you. You don't have to go to money, okay? If you enter the wrong field, you become a clerk, for example, an accountant and an engineer, no need to talk, okay? Because your whole life will be a lackluster because you cannot shine. Performer needs to shine. Performer needs to be there to be seen by other people. The fact of your presence itself will generate the wealth. Okay? So you need to sell yourself. Okay? The most important thing is you brand yourself. If you become that brand, the money will flow towards you. That's the easiest path. So work on what? Work on your showmanship. Okay? And remember, you work better alone. Okay? If you are a performer profile, you work alone. Okay, where got artists can share the same name on? It's very difficult. Okay, they are the number one. They shine the most. Okay, they are the ones that attract all the attention. So normally, it's very hard to work together with divas. Okay, performers have this problem. They usually have this diva-like attitude. Okay, the higher level ones, they normally attract wealth, they attract people, but they are the ones that demand all the attention. Okay, so normally it's better that they work alone or they work freelance. Okay. So this is important for you to remember. Now, before I go on to the next thing, I need to just show you something. Business owner, whether you are a business owner, whether you should work for management, whether you should work as a skilled personnel. And let me explain this so that it goes, you understand, okay? Now, there are three parts here that you must understand. Some of you are better off being business owners, okay? Some of you are better off working at management level. Some people are better off working freelance or work for other people. Now, to find this path, you need to know your main or secondary profile, okay? You need to know this, okay? So, now, you have a look on the screen, we can see. The first one, for those of you who want to start your own business, your main and secondary profile must be at least indirect wealth, okay? The pioneer profile, remember, okay? If you are a pioneer, you start your own business, you already have the juice to do it, okay? It's in you somewhere. You're meant to do it somehow. So think about buying all the books and courses about starting business and learn, okay? The second profile that can do it is leader profiles. Leader profiles are better off doing their own thing. They're entrepreneurs by nature, they have that. Some people are born to be able to have their own business. Some are born to work for others, okay? Either way also can become wealthy. It's a question of which one are you most comfortable with, okay? And the other one is the warrior profile, okay? There are three. If your chart is primarily made up of these three, you are a businessman. By nature, you are. Everything about you is about how you can create value and make money, okay? 生意佬嚟㗎啦. If you don't have, if these three also absent, then, and you happen to own a business, that means you don't know how to run it. For some reason, you don't have the mojo, okay? For some reason, you can't really understand how things operate. So you got to hire the right people to do it. It's okay. You can still own shares in it and have another team run the company. It is all right, okay? Just remember, you see, the thing about awareness I talk about, you must find out whether are you the obstruction to your business, okay? And it's very hard to admit to yourself right now sometimes, but maybe you are the obstruction to your own business. So what to do? Get rid of yourself, no? Okay? Get rid of yourself, you still own the business, somebody else capable run it for you, okay? You understand not? If you are the obstruction, get rid of yourself. Sometimes you really have to understand that you can't do it, get someone who can. All right? So if you have these three in the chart primarily, or at least, you know the bars, now I'm going to jump a bit to design your destiny. This is the class that I'm teaching. You know those little colorful bars that you see? Okay, you see some 100%, some 80%. Don't think 100% is good, huh? 100% is too much, you know. Okay? Usually it's considered unhealthy to have 100%. Okay? Say lah, okay? Never mind. You come here today, okay? All right. So, you must remember that 100% is too much. Everything you want balance. About 70 to 80% is good. Why? Because there's still room for improvement. Okay? If your cup is full already, can add some more or not? Cannot add. You know everything you did, how to teach you, right or not? So, remember, when we talk about the path, your bars, we can explain in many ways, okay? Just remember, those at 70 to 80% is the right type of profiles that you have, the energy, that state of healthy levels is the best, okay? So, now, some of you are better off being skilled professionals, okay? Meaning, you go and study to become accountant, study to become engineer, a dentist, okay? Yes, you can still be reasonably wealthy, okay? You can sell the skills. That's where some of you are feng shui practitioners. I know a lot of you come to my events as well. Thank you. If you are a professional in feng shui, BaZi, astrologer, anything, you are a skilled professional. You are not an entrepreneur, okay? But you can be one if you know how to change, okay? So, if you are a skilled professional, normally artists and analyzers, okay? Artists and analyzers are usually skilled professionals. And of course, the performer and the philosophers, they are also skilled professionals, but they don't wish to be tied down by anyone. Okay? Their problem is they hate working for other people. They cannot be told what to do. Therefore, they consider themselves free agents. Okay? They work freelance. They have their own consulting firm. Okay? They have their own business where they sell their services to you. Normally, they are like that. Okay? Why? Because they cannot have other people telling them what to do. Whereas if you're talking about the artists and analyzers, you can work in large organizations, okay, follow the rules and operate, all right? So, now, then there are those that are involved with management, okay? Those people who make things happen, who actually carry out the plans, the strategy that is planned by other people, okay? Obviously, the pioneer, the leader, and the warrior. Those are the strategic thinkers, okay? You know there's a difference between strategy and tactic, right? You don't know, okay. You ask yourself whether you are involved in strategy or are you involved in tactics. Most of the time, business people say, I'm sure involved in strategy, but they're not. They say, oh, how do you get more people? Put advertisement out, lor. That's a tactic, okay? You close the sale, that is a tactic, okay? You send an email blast out, that's also a tactic. That's not strategy, okay? The people who can think why they do it, why they should write it this way, how do they plan the whole scheme of things, those are the strategists. And usually, those are the ones that are in business owner category. Okay? These are the people with the pioneer, warrior, and leader profiles in them. So they don't normally think tactics. The tacticians, okay, those are one who manages everything. So they are the ones that send out the emails. They are the ones that does the sale. They are the one that close the sale. Whatever the normal thing people see in the textbook, they do. It's part of this group. Where friends, director, diplomat. Okay? These three profiles are usually very good at management because when you give them an existing system, they work within the system, they can make things better. Okay? Everything is within that category, they can work well. Therefore, the larger the organization, the better it will be because they're working very high up. They have lots of people under them. Okay? So manage is good for them. They have to focus on that. They don't try to start their own business. If they start, they may own it, but they should be involved in that level. Okay? So your profile can tell you which level you should be at to be most comfortable. Okay? When you're most comfortable, you perform well. But you're in a state where you're not comfortable, things don't work out well. Okay, everything seems to be so difficult for you. Okay, so now this is very generic. We put it into 3 categories because we have main and sub. Okay, when you have intimate, for example, some people might marry where we're in right now. So I told you earlier, after if you're tired, I tell you like, some charts very good at gold digging. Okay, you know what gold digging is? Yes. Okay, so find rich man, marry him, or find rich woman, marry her. Hey, it's a lot of effort, you know. Okay, so if you have the chart, by all means do it. Okay, because it's the easiest way to become wealthy. Okay, so if you have that, afterwards if we look at the paths to wealth, one of the paths to wealth is to marry well. Agree or not? If you marry well, you don't have to worry about anything. Okay, just ask Mrs. Tiger Woods. So 700 million is a lot of money, right? So now you have these 3 levels. Now you know which area you should be at. Okay, main and secondary will tell you primarily which category you're most comfortable at. Okay, as to what to do in that, design your destiny program, I'll tell you. Okay, there are actually a lot of things you can do to maximize. But right now, at least choose the right category to be in. If you're not already there, then you got to make a decision to change. Okay, if you are a pioneer, leader, and warrior, and you're stuck in the skilled professional level, then you should start thinking what you can do with your skill. Okay, can you turn that into a business as opposed to just merely selling your skill? Okay, and that is what I asked myself when I first started. I'm feng shui consultant only ma, BaZi consultant only ma. Where got people like this make money on? Okay, so because of my profile, I changed. Okay, you focus on bigger things. You focus on the business itself. Okay, so you start to work on the business and not in the business. That's not a difference, not? Okay, working on the business is very different than working in the business. In the business, you do every day. There's no exit. Okay. If you have the warrior profile, the leader profile, and the pioneer profile, you are working on it, there are exit strategies, okay? So you need to think about that. What are you good at doing, okay? Do what you do best, and you will be on the path of least resistance to your success, okay? Now, back to the details. We're talking about the next profile here, the diplomat. Okay, now some details for you. The diplomat is a type of person that's compliant. Normally they don't like conflict. Okay, they are the ones that normally we consider them system workers. Okay, they work best in an existing system. They may help you create the system, but they are rules oriented. It's very similar to the director profile, but they just don't have the reform nature. They don't like to correct the wrong. They just like to go with the flow. Whatever is working, we will create something to support you. Okay? Now, you don't think that this type of people cannot become rich, you know. Because they do what everybody do, but just do it better. These are people like Sam Walton, for example, who used to own Walmart. Okay? And there's this guy called Carlos Slim. You heard the 3rd richest man in the world. He's the diplomat profile as well. Okay? They are not the stars. They're always behind the scene. Okay, they're always behind the scene. They're low profile. You don't know what's happening with them. They are the ones that plan everything, and they leverage on systems. They do not care about the people. They care about how the system works. People can come, people can go. They don't care. Okay, they have this thing that works. They operate it, and everything will fall into place. Okay, this is what the diplomat does. Okay, so what they do is they energize others to help them. Okay, that's what is good about them. They empower others to work for them and work with them. And normally, they have this uncanny ability to give confidence to other people. Okay, so they empower other people as their tools to become wealthy. So if you have this profile, your role is to empower others to help you. You don't take, you totally opposite of the hurting officer, totally opposite of the performer profile. Performer is you do everything. You are the star. This one, I don't want to be the star. I'm behind the scene. I manage the stars. Okay, so moguls. Okay, super sports managers, entertainment managers, all under this. You know, this and the director profile. These two. Their asset is all those people who make money for them. Okay, so normally you find these people do well in where? PR, headhunting, consulting type of work. They do very well in that, okay? So, because everything follows system, if you have an emergency, you're about to die, you'll be glad you have a diplomat next to you because they follow procedure, okay? Because they follow everything, okay, this is how you save this dying guy, okay? Because you see the performer, never mind, he die, not I die, okay? So, all right? So you see different types of people do different things in life, all right? So normally the diplomat had this problem. They find it extremely hard to find a business to start, just like the director. Okay? You look at yourself. Those of you who have this chart and you've been thinking of starting your own business, you cannot. Okay? Because you are a diplomat. You are a systems worker. You gotta go, you empower others to do it. You just stand behind the scene and watch. Okay? Anything wrong, you're going to fix it. All right? So this is what you do. And you don't even do this very difficult and complicated systems. It's very simple things that you make big. Okay? So you got to find, just now we say the supporting structure, the support structure need to find people to support. Well, this is the primary level. The diplomat is the one that needs to find someone to really support, or a company that he truly believes in, okay, and take over the company. That's what you do, and stay behind the scene, keep low profile. This is best for them because they don't like attention, okay? These are people who don't like attention at all. Normally, they are the puppeteers, behind the scene, making everything happen. So that is called diplomat. All right, now, then there's the warrior. Now, warrior is one of the three parties to this so-called business owners, okay, the entrepreneur types. Why so? Because normally, pioneers and warriors are the richest people out there, okay? They are structured, they are the wealthiest. Usually, they are the ones that can take the pressure and they can take the challenges, okay? Why so? Because warriors loves a challenge. Anything you pressure them, they excel under pressure. Okay? And normally their whole purpose in life is to bring order to chaos. Okay? That's the whole purpose. Therefore, they are bold and they have their war strategy. They think about something before they do. They strategize. Okay? And of course, you know that as business owners, if you are truly a business owner, you plan strategy. If you are a business owner and you're doing everything, you are doing tactical work. It's not running the business. You are in the business. Wrong thing. Okay? That's why your business doesn't pick up. So if you are working on it, then you are part of the warrior. You are the general directing people to do the job. Okay? Therefore, these are the people that does what? They convert this energy, the revenge or anger or whatever the problems they have into power to excel. Okay? These are the type of people that you tell them you cannot do, they will do it and show you. Okay? So the more pressure you give them, the better they will perform. Okay? They have this secret that if they activate it, they will always be able to succeed. It's called pig-headed discipline. Okay, they have this, okay? But of course, they can get very paranoid as well, okay? Because they are afraid of too many things may happen. Now, normally the 7 killings profile that succeed in life are those that can control cash, okay? They control cash-generating assets. Normally they do that, like Rockefeller, for example, is a 7 killing profile. Okay, anything that converts to cash very, very quickly. In fact, Bill Gates is a 7 killings profile. Okay, so then anything they can squeeze cash from assets without having to own them is the power of 7 killings. That means they run the army, but they don't own the army. Okay, the warriors are like generals. They use the army, but they don't own the army. Okay, so these are people that go in and use whatever tools they have. Okay, and then they generate cash flow from that. Normally in properties, they flip. Okay, if they're in property investors and they're 7 killings, these are the ones that buy and flip. Buy, improve, flip. Okay, they're not the buy and hold type. Okay, so there are different types. You know your profile, you know what type of investment strategy you should pick. Because sometimes some people like to buy and hold, right now. For long term, you are warrior, no long term. Kill first, benefit, do something else. Okay, by the time other people catch up, you already move on to something else. Okay, that's the healthiest level of 7 killing profile. Okay, so they quietly control every aspect of the delivery chain. Okay, if you ask Google is like a 7 killing company. Everything is now Google right now. So same thing with Apple. Okay, App Store controls everything, right? So every aspect of the delivery chain is controlled by them, generate cash. This is like a 7 killing venture. Okay, so if you are warrior profile, you need to think along this line. Okay, so if you can do this, your 7 killing is at the healthy level. Okay, you read up books by this Rockefeller, for example. You study Google's business. That model is your path of least resistance to wealth. Okay, remember that. Now, suppose you are the philosopher. You are the philosopher, indirect resource, philosopher. These are people are very into the exploration of the mind. Okay, they live in a fantasy world. They may get lost in their dreams and their thinking. They're very they explore data. Data is their friend. Information is their friend. And they are also very wealthy, but they just don't have a very big crowd of people because people are not their assets. It is information. Now, you may think, how to use information to become wealthy? Well, Warren Buffett is an indirect resource, is a philosopher profile. What does he do? Data, information. He studies all the companies and understands everything about it and use it to generate his wealth, right or not? Because they have the patience. So this type of profile, usually they work alone or small groups. They use data, transforming data into information that brings wealth. Okay? So they are usually extremely observant, and they're always curious. They always want to know why. You want to find out about things, okay? So remember, knowledge is power only to the philosopher. Okay? Knowledge is power. Applied knowledge is power to the rest of the people, but knowledge alone is useful for the philosophers. And they love to accumulate. Their style is to accumulate stuff. And you find, if they are philosophers, their home is full of old stuff. They never know they may have value, okay? They keep every old thing. You buy iPad box is here. iPhone box also here, just in case you may want to sell it. So everything is still intact, okay? So the whole house is house of plenty of old stuff, okay? So now, so the key, remember, the key to wealth for philosophers is what? Information is money, okay? Especially in today's world, the internet is very easy to generate wealth. Information you can sell. And if you have this profile, you know where to venture around right now, isn't it? Okay? You have this profile, you should use information as your greatest asset. Okay? How you can convert this to streams and streams of income. Okay? And they are the ones that probably invented multiple streams of income. Okay? This concept. So remember, if you are a philosopher, think along this path. All right? You don't need too many help from other people because you alone can generate this. Now, if you are an analyzer, okay? Of course, the same thing is you always crave for data and theories and insight. Theories and insight is your strengths and also your weaknesses because everything about you is academic. It has to have an explanation for why things work. Okay? Therefore, you will excel in fields that requires research and scientific proof, for example, information-based as well, but now you're selling the information to other people as opposed to using it to generate your wealth. There are less direct wealth. There are less analyzer wealthy people than there are the philosophers only because they act and behave in a way that they want to know why too much, okay? It's like everything they must have reason to happen. You become rich. Why become rich? I don't have reason, so I don't become rich yet, okay? So they must have reason for everything to happen. So they ask why. When the husband asks why, I love you. No, why you love me? They also must know why, okay? So this is a problem with them, okay? But because of this, they have the ability to understand things. Relationship is their wealth, okay? Their ability is to build relationships, okay? Their wealth comes from relationship with people because that's what they do. The information, they value the feelings, okay? They want to understand how humans work. They excel in the realm of psychology as well, okay? And they have very good observation power, okay? They observe and then they can learn. So their key to wealth, remember this, is timing, okay? Timing. So they're very good at what? Traders, for example. Traders depend on timing, right? Okay? They know how to time certain things, time the market, time the economy. They understand how trend works because they crave for this. They don't know why. Why do people think like this? What's the next thing? What's coming up? So they analyze all this stuff. Okay? If at healthy levels they do that. Therefore, the secret to their wealth is usually in time. Okay? Through time, they can generate the wealth. Okay? So if you don't know how to do this, you better start learning how. Because if you have this profile and you don't maximize it, you will never be wealthy. Okay? You can enjoy the rest of your life sitting behind the office. Okay? So this is very important. Everyone who wishes to enter the path of least resistance must take action. Okay? If you do nothing, nothing will happen. Now, if you are the leader, you are talking, your nature is having, you want adventure, you want fun. Everything to you is for fun. Okay? Screw the money. It's all about the fun, the journey. That counts is the people you get to work with, and as a byproduct, make money. Okay? That's why people like this are the happiest when they make money. Because they get to work with so many different types of people, experts, everything, and they usually pull all their relatives into the same job. Okay? Friend, okay, come join me. This one, come join me. This have fun. Okay? Usually they do that. So normally their wealth comes from inspiring other people. Okay? Their wealth comes from leading a team. Their wealth comes from the ability to see possibilities. Okay? You get a director in, he sees all the flaws. He wants to fix it. You get a leader in, he sees possibilities. He don't see the flaws. Okay? Same object, same situation, different people. Okay? Different profiles, see different thing, although it's the same object. Okay? So, if you're talking about you want to hire someone to lead your company, you hire someone like the leader because they have charisma. Okay? When we talk about charismatic leadership, we are talking about this profile, the leader, charismatic. Okay? They may not have any technical information. In fact, they don't even know how most things works. In fact, they don't care. They just go there, cheer up, inspire, this is how it is. People say, hey, really can lah. Okay lah, follow him lah, like that lah. Okay, so normally they have this charismatic leadership. Now, inspirational leadership is through words, through convincing. Usually it's the performer. Okay? Performer and pioneers can do that. They may not look very well, okay, but they can convince you through words, facts, and figures. Okay? They convince you through that. Charismatic leadership appeals to you at the emotional level. Okay? And emotion affects the person's intelligence. Okay? Emotionally, you feel connection with this person, you will follow. Okay? That's the power of the leader. Okay, it's your friend profile. Okay, so we have a friend profile. This is called the key to wealth, the art of the deal. They are deal makers. Okay? Friend profile has the uncanny ability to bring people together. Okay? They don't find the right people. They just bring people together and they make deals. Okay? If you have the friend profile, your life, you want to make money very quickly, up to the millions, just look for deals. Okay? Be a deal maker and everything will fall into place. Okay? No time for ordering. Even in your work, you can trade. Okay? Homework, for those of you still studying, no need to do homework. Get someone to do it for you. You go out, make a deal with them. You make money, you share some with them. Gao team. Okay? So, the power to connect is your key to wealth. Remember. Okay? Hey, you see, now sometimes people just based on pure relationship with people make money on, And these are the friend profiles. They're very good at that. They make deals just because they know somebody. Okay? And then you curse them. I studied so hard, beyond master's degree. This joker study nothing, still can make money. Because they can connect, you cannot. Okay? Because they are the friend profile. Friend profile, the power to connect. They bring people and resources together. Okay? They are naturally resourceful. If you are the friend profile and you don't activate this, you do not practice any of this, you quietly work as a very nice, diligent accountant, for example, engineer, then you do not activate this, your whole life you'll be chasing after money, money doesn't come to you. Okay? So the whole idea of getting into the path of least resistance to your success is basically you want to be on the path where opportunities come instead of you chasing after them. You understand or not? It's a very, very important concept that a lot of astrologers, we know how to see it in the chart because in the old days, astrologers, cannot, money doesn't come, no money luck. So they all talk about external. They never teach the person how to change internally to go and get it. Okay? So no point doing astrology right now if you're going to hear all bad news. So when someone comes for us for coaching, for counseling, that we tell them what they should be doing to get what they want. Okay? You need to do something to get it. Don't just wait. When will I have good luck? What if you wait until your old age? Okay? What if good luck never come? Then you continue to wait, no? Okay? So the best thing to do is create those opportunities yourself. And you can if you know what's best for you. Okay? So remember this. Friend profile usually are always on the phone connecting with people. You see those every day also on the phone one. Okay? The unhealthy ones just talk nonsense lah. Okay? The healthier ones, those people that they connect with are all those who are useful. Okay, now remember this lah. People will say, I don't want to be used by other people. Okay, I don't want to be used by other people. So they ask me, so, hey, I don't want. Tell me how I cannot be used by other people. I think it's good when people use you. Why good? I don't want to be used. If people don't useful, that means you're not useful. You're useless. Is it useful or not? Cannot. You want to be useful to other people, so people use you, but at a price. Okay? You have something to offer. Then you are valuable. Okay? So you want to be used. Okay? All the time.
Welcome back, everyone. So I hope you enjoyed the 10 profiles. Now, these 10 profiles, once again, let me stress, they are the roles that you play. Now remember, some of you think, okay, so your roles, but why you talk about certain personality? Listen, as you enter those roles, in those job roles that you do, they will affect your behavior and character. Just think about it. When is the last time you have grown into your job? Okay, most of the time, let's say if you have been an auditor all your life, you are trained to look for all these details, errors, faults, that's you because that's part of the job, right? So every person's job or role in life will affect the character change. So you want to know which of these roles are you, and by the way, some of these roles can generate great wealth potential. Some of these roles may not be so suitable for you. Every individual have their strengths and weaknesses. We always must remember, whenever it comes to character flaws, we always work on the flaws, improve whatever is weak. But whenever it comes to talents, we must always work on what we are strong with. Okay, you don't want to work on talents that you're weak. So how do you see that? It's really simple. On your printout, you should be able to see the percentages of your profile. So work on those that you are already great in and develop a skill in there. Until then, I hope you enjoyed a great weekend. See you next time.